Hey, what's up, you guys? We're back for another Hanako episode, and this is probably going to be, I would imagine, an emotional one, actually, given where the cliffhanger was last episode, the end like after credit scene, and I'm really scared. I don't know how I'm gonna be. I literally am coming off of a almost 7 hour stream because I was doing the Genshin summer event. So stuff with Bennett has left me rather shaken. Um, but let's just kind of see where this leads us and where we can go from here. Anyways, hopefully everything's gonna be okay, and let's get started with this in the count of 3, 2, 1, now. For the sake of the village. Eternal bliss. No paradise and no bliss. Aoi and Akane. It's all your fault. Oh, they're turning to bone. Ooh. Oh god, you guys cannot go falling like this. Yep. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. And just like that. And then we're back. Not in the same spot, but we're... Now we're back. No, nope, we're back. But Sumire's there. So a never-ending loop? A prison of time. That's awful. Yeah, it's supposed to be something important. But yeah. Valid question. Yeah. Stuck in the gloomy village. I don't think she can. Yeah, that's not... Yeah, it sucks that our current only option would be to destroy it. Yeah, so like continuing that tradition. Mm-hmm. That's the optimistic way of looking at it, yeah. But what if we just didn't know? Yeah, what if, there's always that option too. But oh, okay. At least since you've been here. Yeah. Does she? We can ask her right now. I don't think she would. You beat him up. Hmm. She's kind of just been trapped here endlessly doing this. So, oh, the elevator. Okay. That's certainly one way to try it. Okay, okay, we're here. We're here. Oh, she tried tending to it a little bit. She wrapped it up. Oh, okay, yeah, we're straight into serious stuff. Hmm. Imposter, like not, yeah, like not actually seeing that in herself. People who do that don't deserve that. Okay, no, no. Oh my gosh, really? Hey. You can't decide that. Hmm. Oh. You can't just walk away like this. Not that simple. Oh, okay. Look at the sweatshop. Oh. Oh, sure you're not. I'm sorry, this is a lot of me being quiet. I. Mm. Ooh. There we go. We're back to it. Oh, oh, ah, oh. Yeah. That's a few steps away from killing him. Yeah. No. You noticed that sweatshop? There was a lot of truth in that statement, but not all of it. Are you pushing him away? Didn't have to. Exactly. You did. Yeah. No. Oh. Yes, you are. You asshole. I mean, you're here to help them, so definitely help them, but you asshole. I. Oh my god, you. I'd be careful. Oh. Oh! Ah! Oh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. No. A bunch of years off your life. Yeah. One way. It's like how you guys ended up here. Yeah, it's a miracle you didn't run into any of them when you initially fell in here. If it helps her, it's okay. Yeah. Oh, we're literally built like on top of? I didn't put that together. Excuse me? A little special. Hmm. Yeah, thanks to Hanako. Hmm. I don't know. I like. Ooh, look at all of those guys coming at them. Will. Oh. Will he eventually have to get number one? If they can think that number one isn't the threat? But we don't know all of Hanako's initial thought process and plan on that. Can we believe it was simply from trying to track down the traitor? Oh, yeah, don't turn around. Keep looking forward. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Yeah, don't turn around. Hmm. There's many factors into what happened. I'm so scared. Oh. Mm-hmm. No turning around. Hmm. I'm so tense right now. I don't. Oh. Don't do it. I'm scared. Oh, you didn't notice. She fucking let go. I knew that was gonna happen. Yeah. And transfers the other girl's life to her. Nope, no. For Yashiro and me, this is goodbye. Oh my god, no. I forgot. You absolute jerk. You absolute jerk. No. The line from the fucking intro? Yeah, we know who fucking says that. Oh, Hanako. Hanako, you think this is goodbye. You fucking think. Hell no. Not only is Yashiro gonna be like, where the fuck is Aoi? And then here, she didn't make it back. But then she's gonna wonder why she can't see anything anymore. And then she's gonna be like, where the fuck are you? She's not gonna simply just let everything go and go back to living a fucking normal life. She's past that. She's way past that. Sorry, I need a squish toy. Actually, this one's better for that. This is better. Ooh. Oh my god. Rupture. Brew barley tea. Okay. Sorry, my mouse is dying casually. Okay. Okay. Where do we even start? Like, genuinely, where do we even begin to focus here? Sorry, I looked over because I got scared my Patreon audio wasn't recording, but we're good. It is. I don't know where to begin. I'm very upset and a little overwhelmed. Manga knowledge that was like sealed away comes back every time we reach a sudden topic, and yeah, that's not helping either. Maybe let's talk in order of episode like I usually do. That's like my safest bet on how to get things done. So let's just do that. Okay, I want to go over this whole discussion here initially too. Sorry, if you're checking this out on Patreon, you'll see my videos being rude. I might just need to restart the like reload the episode. So let's just do that. There we go. Now it's working in order. It's like my brain not working, which is entirely understandable given the context of everything going down, because a lot of sweet moments are going to be overridden basically instantly by depression from here on and forth. So, yeah, everyone said that the girls sacrificed for the sake of the village, crossed into the realms of gods and Buddhas where they basked in eternal bliss. But I knew there was no paradise and no bliss. And, like, the way, too, so they're all fading away. They're like, it's your fault. But then as they're about to fall, she just, like, obviously, so Sumire has been through this. She's been for who knows how many cycles of just reliving her death over and over and over again. And she just, like, after having her be the body double for, who knows, maybe just seeing if that can be the catalyst of change. But seeing that it failed, or maybe knowing it failed, was going to, she just throws herself in. And that's fucking haunting. She's just so used to it at this point. She knows, like, once she falls to her death, she's just gonna spawn back to the beginning. Like, the day before. The night before, more specifically. And that's just an absurd thing to think about. To imagine. Like, even Hanako's just, like, absolutely shocked by that. Shocked isn't even the proper word, but, that's what I got in the moment. Yeah, return to its starting point. Because that's where I'm kind of at a thinking point, too, is Sumire had to have been, like, at least, so, let's say number 6 just kind of viewed her as another one of those who, he had to keep watch over till she's ready to be thrown into the pit as a sacrifice, which, again, family from back then, that definitely was not fucking saving you, and you're fucked up for that. It's interesting that, she would end up to be the one as the Yorishiro, because usually it's something that is of decent importance to the wonder. So, it's just in what way did he view Sumire as important to make her specifically the Yorishiro? Was it her words, her actions? Like, let's say, even if, like, let's say along the lines of maybe he didn't necessarily, like, love her or, like, have that type of care for her, but is it simply just how she would go about things and her attitude and, like, the way she would like go about making requests to make him change how he would act normally, just leaving him curious, like or just subconsciously he's thinking about like all of these different things and her mannerisms. I don't know. It's I'd like to also find out why she was labeled, you know, so important by this system's way of going about things to make her a Yori Shiro. Like everything else so far has been an item: a sketchbook, scissors, a pebble, a moon rock. We should refer to it. Like all of these things, we don't know for number one. We don't know number three. We don't know Hanako's. You know, like there's a bunch we don't know. But for the ones we do so far, it hasn't been like a living being. It's just been an item of sort. So it is interesting to really go back and think about the fact that she is the Orishiro. But yeah, don't ask me what the person is thinking. I haven't been able to see him since the day I lost my life so very long ago. Like, is he even aware that she's the Yorishiro? Like, is it possible that he doesn't know? You'd think, maybe? I'm just throwing ideas and speculation out there because I'm currently just in that mood, I guess. But yeah, I thought he would come to visit me someday. That maybe that stick in the mud still loved me in spite of everything, and lamented the moment of my death. But no matter how many times I relive my death, he never comes to me. But yeah, okay, yeah. So she explained it here. It's just, I thought switching places with another might change things, but no such luck. Yeah. Like, reliving it, no luck, not actually ever running into number 6 ever again. Just tired of it. It's like, if I'm gonna constantly relive my death over and over and over again, and not even get to, like, see him again and fucking ask a simple, why? Yeah, she's just like, just do it. Number 6 is the worst. What do you see in that guy? Like, I mean, Yashiro, like, clearly we don't know number 6. We only got bits and pieces of Sumire's memories last episode. But, I mean, she calls out some decent little things about, like... And she even calls out a decent reason why she might feel inclined to really like him. But let's let her speak. Like, she really knows how to list things. The expert in love here. She's just in denial herself, but it's fine. He acts cold, kidnapped Aoi, and brainwashed her. I don't think that's it, but then also you have no rebuttal. But yeah, no, I imagine... Because then Yashiro comes up and mentions that, why don't you come with us? Like, get her out of this dump. Get her out of this cycle. Which, you know, Hanako surprisingly was able to do. But, I'm sorry, I'm really thinking about how this episode ends. But I imagine just hearing, like, seeing initially, like, that joy, and then even in the memories, seeing how much Sumire actually, like, felt in those moments, like, made her really want to help and kind of try to free her as much as she can. Like, not to just simply end it by destroying her existence, which, you know, at the end of the day, that might be the only thing we should do. Like, that might be the true form of relief. But maybe there's going to be an encounter between Sumire and number 6, which, you know, might actually be better closure before she goes away into the wind. But, yeah, Yashiro just feels really bad about the whole situation. And now she's probably also relating some stuff to what's going on with Aoi, considering, she's all mentioning number six's bad points, and she just blatantly goes, he kidnapped Aoi. What the fuck? But I like how she thought about it this way, too. Mm-hmm. She, like, really thought about it and connected the dots here between the two situations. But why is it acting up now? If, like, what Hanako said was true and there hasn't been any sacrifices up to that point, what was stopping it beforehand? Or why did things get so bad now? Save Aoi too. The way he just jumps straight onto Yashiro, like, oh god, she's here. It just scares me. But no, in this moment here, I really cannot stop thinking about how this episode ends. I'm sorry. But just Hanako talking here and then mentioning, like, every mention of Aoi. I'm sorry, it's really killing me. Because he knows. Like, like, even, like, let's say in this moment he doesn't know about, like, her also being in the far shore, because technically they didn't know she fell in. So he doesn't know that, at least maybe in the moment. But the second he's informed up there, he knows the truth. And he kind of just walks off, and I don't know. I don't know. I'm so upset. All, like, words of wanting to speak are just, like, getting jumbled up in a mess of just frustration. But yeah. Can you promise me you'll never attack me again? And then he just summons the elevator. But, okay, yeah. Okay. We're at the parts that are gonna kill me a lot. Oh. Okay, we're gonna get a lovely view into her mental space, and it's a very dark one. So, everyone buckle up. Let's prepare for this absolute mess. You know you'd feel let down. What do you even see in me? Okay. So let's start with this line. Who is this guy talking about? Like, it is one thing, especially once she goes past this and really starts to explain how she's been viewing things and how she feels about things. But just the specific notion of just feeling so disconnected from the words that are being directed at you. Like, you're so cute, this and that. Like, in him constantly going, I love you. And in her eyes, since she doesn't actually correlate any of that to herself, she's like building up this, like, on one hand response of thinking he's not actually speaking the truth. And then in the other two, you know, when she says that, she's like, I know you'll be let down if I ever were to actually say that. But I mean, I'm nothing like you say. But you don't notice the first thing about me. Now let's move on to this line before he goes and brilliantly shows off just how that's a fucking terribly false statement. It's just a matter of how it's brought up and noticed. Now, is there some parts of her that he definitely didn't see? Yes. I mean, he was shocked when she said her wish was to go far, far away, as in, like, she was willing to just die. Right? So there are things he didn't know. But to say, like, you don't know, like, the first thing about me, he is going to show that off in his own way. Because even just the matter of the memory he's going to bring up, there are things he knows, but is it something he's just going to broadcast? Why would he broadcast all of those negative parts of you that he knows, when instead he wants to try to, you know, lift you up, in a sense, too? No one does. Get let down without my help. Like I'm some strange creature. That stupid pedestal effect where everyone sees like this, like whatever you do good, whether they think you're just really good looking or like, you know, you have like amazing smarts, you're super popular. So, you know, they like have you all up here. So they come up with all of these ideas of you and how you probably act and like whether they fit in or not. So if they deem they don't like that, they don't fit in or they don't really like your energy, they'll just avoid you and like do their own thing. It sucks, and it's so true. You didn't ask for any of that. You didn't ask for like all those people to come up and confess to you either. But it just sucks because it's a matter of how she locked herself away as well. The outside forces, like all of these outside forces, like coming up of like with how she acts, like her own personality, and just like putting her up on that pedestal isn't helping. But then her internal monologue isn't either, because it's just so strictly on this is all false. I don't see that at all. And then it's like they don't see me. They're not trying to see me. But she's also not trying to really branch out. The closest you can say she was to trying to reach out was when she noticed that Yashiro wasn't like being completely honest. It seemed like she was keeping something a secret. But like even then, how much of that was her like finally trying to be like, oh, maybe this is someone who I can like get close to, actually be genuine with? More so she gets upset about it. She's just thinks she's surrounded by liars. And so she just wanted to know what this thing was. Like, why isn't her supposedly best friend just telling her what's on her mind, what's bothering her? Because it is one thing, like, yes, everyone's gonna have something secret. Sometimes it's super minor, but it just feels very big and personal to the person, which is why they're not able to share it. And, you know, it is their right not to, you know, in the moment feel comfortable sharing it. It can be frustrating if, you know, you're a friend or just someone close who looks in and is like, hey, something's bothering you, what is it? And it can be upsetting when you don't right away get the info on what it is, because, you know, at times like that, you're just like, I want to help. But you can't really rush that, because if something's really bothering the person, like, trying to squeeze that info out of them might just do more harm. But I wouldn't say that's what Aoi was doing with Yashiro. If anything, she was going way too light on trying to ask what was going on in that case. But Yeah, just feeling like just so unseen and just thrown aside. It it would mess her up. It's just unfortunate too that it was already at the stage where she genuinely just didn't even see the point or like feel like she could even really try and trust someone to actually branch out and see if she can make a real connection and have someone see her in more of the light she sees herself. But then this bit, huh? Hey, look at that. We got some nice family lore, huh? His father says he loves my mother and me. But he has another family he keeps secret. Oh, if that wouldn't fuck up a kid. I have and had a very, very fucked up parental life story growing up. Um and it wasn't quite this, but that would fuck a kid up. Like having, this parent unit, whether it's the father or the mother, whatever, be like, constantly tell you how much they love you and, your other parent. But then, whether like it's just the dude being sloppy and even like this is just the person being sloppy, that they actually have a whole other family. So it's like, if you loved me, why did you need to seek out a different family? Like, why am I not enough for you? Is there something about me that led to this? Like, clearly it's never going to be the kid or the kid's fault. But I can only imagine that helped build this doubt and maybe even like internal, like, keep secret. So maybe she found out but she's too scared, or maybe the father is even like trying to make sure that she doesn't tell the mother anything. So there might be like a guilt along with the resentment, but like guilt in herself just from this alone, and then add on all of the outside social effects into it as well. You can see like where she slowly started to build up this just done this numbness and like disgust. But what she needs to see too is, so like everyone else is projecting their thoughts onto her, we see that she really was doing it to everyone else as well. Like everyone who was actually trying to be close with her. She does, like, she projected like, they don't actually know me. This must be fake. Like, you must actually, and like really just tries to throw how she thinks they should feel at them. Yeah. You're all a bunch of selfish liars. Again, having something near and dear, it does not make you selfish. But like for someone who feels left out, feels never seen, it can always feel this way. And we know Yashiro's secret was like among like a bunch of chaos and stuff, and it could put anyone who gets dragged in danger. So it's actually her trying to like make sure no one gets hurt. So it's not really a selfish thing. And again, we can have the whole liar debate. So is it omitting? Like omitting still is technically a bit of a lie, but like how far can you go with that? I don't know. Whenever I bring up the omitting and liars shit, I think of Ruby back when volumes 7 and 8 were happening. But yeah, all the negativity is just bursting. Even you don't seriously want to date me at all, do you? Am I really? And then using the clock, which we know he got dragged into this weird place due to number one being a dick and using her as a little gambling bit, like putting her in danger's way, like harm's way, and basically just throwing it at him. Which, again, when it comes to Yashiro and Akane, it's very unfortunate that for her, in the stage she's in and all of the stuff that's gone down, like, you can't admit anything. The minute you have something that you're holding back, even if it's for the safety and just like, privacy of what's going down, because you really shouldn't be getting too many people involved in the supernatural side of things. It's gonna just be you lying, you just trying to distance yourself, like not actually be open to her. And it sucks. Because again, for him, he, in his perfect world, he would not have ever had to do that because, she wouldn't have been threatened. He wouldn't be thrown into this role as one of the three clock keepers. But, he wanted to save you, and he just got picked out for just that fact. It's like, oh hey, look right here, let's just go, bam, and yeah, no, that's his role now, and he used it basically to just keep you safe. It does suck that when it came to why are you wearing glasses now and all of these different things, he had to basically be very evasive in his responses, but that in itself, it is one thing. It's like you'd want to be open, but with something so out of the norm, like, oh, these supernatural spirits, oh, I'm now technically, like, when I take my glasses off, I'm basically apparition powers because I'm a stand-in for one of these 7 wonders. That's not something that's normal to say. That's not just an everyday thing. And so it's also just a little bit hard to bring that up and feel like you're not crazy for mentioning it. You don't want to make the person you're telling think you're crazy. So, yeah, there's so much that's unfair about her arguments here, where we know it's because of, like, her mental state and all of that, but still, it's just so unfair. Her pushing her views of herself, and in that case, because of how she feels about herself, how she thinks everyone else is viewing her, she's like, well, you can't actually love me. No. But then you notice it's very interesting how she holds the actual responses, specific, at least for Akane. We don't know if she does this, like she did this with Yashiro even, but with Yashiro it was mostly like they just kept getting interrupted. She didn't actually lie. Like, I wonder if she would be able to respond if, things didn't keep popping up every time Aoi actually got the nerve to say something. But with Akane, she did remember, like, oh, new look, to improve myself. Which, on one hand, too, at least with the improve myself, who knows how much of that, like, was since he was thrown into the role, he was genuinely trying to improve so he could use it to help her. Like, in its own weird way, that could have been his own self-improvement. Okay, time for some really harsh wake-up call, but necessary. I guess I've always hated you. In this moment, he basically has to shock her into, like, taking in all the words, while also, he's gonna throw in genuine things he took note of and feeling, but, like, that shock to get her to notice. But yeah, no, like, really quick, like, subtle, but the sweat drop. Mm-hmm. Because you never make the real effort to get to know anyone else either. Mm-hmm. There, yeah, that line. That's why you want to up and vanish before people can turn on you. Like, you don't want to face the reality that your head is basically concluded that they all hate you. Like, they just actually hate you. That's why they don't try to get to know the real you. That's why this and that. Like, they're all going to just turn their backs on you, on 100% betray you. Mm-hmm. And so you just want to avoid that entirely. You want to get a step ahead. Mm-hmm. Yeah, literally bringing up a specific memory to kind of show off what he did here, even. This is just so, this hurts. Technically, as you learn, that definitely could very much so put your life at a much shorter pace. But yeah, it's a thing. You can say you hate him all you want, but the minute he goes and says it back, it clearly has an impact on you. So whether you want to admit it or not, your care, no matter what form, but your care is very noticeable and visible. Yeah, see, you didn't say no. And that's an answer enough. Hmm. This is so fucking bittersweet and painful. Not even because we had Teru come in and absolutely ruin the moment. Yes, sir, you were. Oh. That man, your timing. Your timing. If only you stopped them from falling into the far shore. But you know, I can't blame you. You didn't fucking know. You didn't know. It's not your fault. I'm just upset. But yeah. But yeah, no, he seems... His apology here is very, very sincere. Like, serious in that sense. But then he's about to get beat up again. A bunch of years, not even specific, just a bunch. At first, you can die. And that really hits her. What I'm wondering, too, is I think she probably, based, like, let's face it, based off how she let go at the end there and was like, I wish I could say that, too. Like, I could say it back. Like, she probably knew. Like, she got that feel that she was already gone. Like, she wasn't meant to make it back. But, like, just here in this moment, too, the notion of she could have been the reason why he's going to die. Like, he's not going to, like, live a long life. Like, that instant regret right there. Like, worry, fear, but regret. Also, we need to remember the scenery. I swear we're coming back because, bitch, Hanako, you think that's the end? You know, you're probably gonna miss her. I don't know for how long. I don't know for how long, because, bitch, like, not forgetting the fact that Aoi is left here because technically she's gone. Let's not forget that. But Hanako, do you truly believe Yashiro's just going to accept a reality where suddenly she can't see you? You guys are past the point of just being random acquaintances who can, you know, move on from, you know, seeing each other relatively frequently to going to nothing. You can't truly believe that's going to be how this works out. Unless, which I don't think this is how it is, but like let's just hypothesize for fun. Unless she literally forgets everything, like let's say her memory's wiped of meeting you and all of these crazy times. Unless that happens, there's no way in hell she's going to back down from Aoi not making it and then not being able to fucking interact with you anymore. You guys are just way too past that. But yeah, the fact too, he gives it to her to protect her. But I wonder how much Teru could have taken note of too, because remember he was genuinely only expecting Akane, who can probably withstand being here from, you know, the clock keeper status. But like seeing Aoi here must have been an instant, oh shit, like fuck, this isn't good. Like I don't think he was surprised. Yeah, I'm pretty positive he wasn't surprised. So he knew something bad, and in the sense it was just to keep her safe. Maybe even like to keep her safe because she's stuck here, type of deal. Like his way of giving a final parting gift, almost. I don't know. This is just me theorizing and just talking because I actually like. The more I think about it, 2 seconds from falling apart, I'm like the emotions I'm feeling are like trying to surface, and I think just purely for the camera's sake, because on stream earlier for Genshin, I actually like I got way too I basically I was not okay, so I'm trying to stop that from happening here, where you guys can see me, but yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I didn't expect to find Akane-san. So yeah, I wonder how much. Like, maybe there was like a hope she would be okay. I don't want to think he instantly just knew she was gone and just decided to give her that gift and not mention it to Akane. But yeah, to know that the school was basically built upon, or at least very near the old village where the practice of human sacrifice was a thing, that's crazy. And then like the whole family, Akane family gained a certain prestige because they literally raised up girls to be sacrificed. Like, that's fucked up. Like, I can understand where, like, if the village was in plight and then, like, doing this, suddenly it seemed to fix things. And so you know, in the time of great distress, you think, oh, this will work. This will save the village. And but still, it's fucked up. It's like, why, morally, do you think it's okay? Like, okay, cool, you get to live, but someone else doesn't? I'm so glad your morals are, I get to live. Fuck all these other people, you know. And in this case, fuck all these other like girls who we basically raise up just to throw them in. They're no longer humans in our eyes. They are sacrifices to keep us alive. But yeah, 7 oddities, but you make them sound like local deities. But yeah, I'm very interested in what the effect of all of them, if they were to all lose the authority at one point, what would that do? I'm not even sure Hanako would continue going about it necessarily. Because initially, the reason he gave us, again, we can't truly 100% trust that, but the reason he gave us was to, like, root out the fucking spy, the traitor, and then he was gonna just reappoint them. But I don't know. Could there be a greater deal behind it? Are we even really truly after that anymore? Because we'll have to see what happens with Sumire now that she's brought back up. But yeah. Because yeah, I'm wondering if he will actually come after number 1 or not. Because initially, number 1 technically would have been safe because they possibly had a way of helping Yashiro. So, you know, it'd be good to keep them in power. But I guess now, since temporarily, Hanako, I refuse to believe this is going to be the end of it. I know, actually, it's not going to be the end of it. Yeah, you can't cozy up and think you've gone and saved Yashiro yet. She's Yashiro. She didn't need a shortened lifespan to go ahead and stumble across every danger known to man. She's powerful like that. But yeah. They're just rubbing it in. The music here, too. This track. Sorry, YouTube, you're not hearing it, but... The buildup could not have been more obvious, yet I still wanted to delude myself into thinking she was going to make it through. I kept thinking it mattered if she turned around or not. When, like, subconsciously, I just knew it wasn't okay. Things were going to go south quick and fast. And she's looking down. Just the look on her face there, we'll apologize together. She still doesn't look up, but there's like the furrow. And just bringing up these facts in this moment now. And that gets her to look up. Yeah. There was surprise, but I don't know. She had to have, yeah. She had to have known. Yeah, and then she looks down there when she says, yeah. That just makes all this so fucking worse. Till as late as you want. I have to wait a week for this. It's just the instant her face is like that. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking hate editing this because I'm gonna not be able to see straight. Did she let go? I wish I could say I like you back. Yeah. And he didn't. No, he didn't. And his shadow on the eyes, he fucking... And then we get back. Yay. Hey. So she didn't make it. Sorry, I'm talking away from the mic. She was just a human with no special powers. Dead the moment she fell close to the far shore. There's no way she could make it back here. A substitute priestess getting sacrificed. Canceled Yashiro's death. And transferred the other girl's life to her. If Yashiro hears the reasoning of how this happened, yeah, no. Hanako, I hate to break it to you. No. Just no. World of this show? No. Show me this supposed god. I'll fucking go fight him. I'll fight him myself. I refuse this. I've refused this. I don't care. We finally, supposedly, in this, if this is how we go about things, Yashiro is technically spared. Yashiro's, like, about to end life is fixed. Does that mean she's going to live all her 90 years? Who knows? Hanako, do you know? Don't you want to fucking be there to assure, make sure she doesn't just fucking crumble? And then also, like, no, I refuse the reality of having to sacrifice Aoi, who maybe finally, now that, you know, she's been able to vent her, like, deepest, darkest thoughts to someone who's arguably going to always be one of the closest because he really does care. And, you know, they finally have this chance to open up and there can finally be, like, real conversations happening. I refuse that she has to go out like that. No. Akane did not go in to save her, get stabbed by her, and then finally get this heart-to-heart just to lose her forever. Yashiro did not go into that wanting to save her friend just to come out with, I guess her life's fixed, but oh, bye-bye, her friend's gone. No. Her friend's gone, and oh, hey, look, Hanako. Her totally not crush, her totally not definitely at least a decently amazing best friend in her eyes, whether we're ever gonna hear those phrases out loud ever. She's not gonna accept this. She has won her life, I guess. Not even won. It's not a victory to her. She didn't know that was a thing that could happen. But she gets this life, but then she loses, like, key integral parts of her life. Things that deeply matter to her. That is not going to play out all smooth and simple. The other girl wanted to go the other side anyways. Yeah, because things like fucking depression and other shit exist. And, you know, I feel like right at the end there, when she finally was able to voice something honestly and get a very genuine back-to-back conversation, there was regret. That's not truly something she wanted. In the moment, she felt like that was the best place out of fear and all this other stuff. But the minute there was a light, it was snatched. So no. No one wins. Yeah, see, everyone wins. Yeah, your face screams I'm winning. I won, guys. I did it. It's not goodbye. It's a see you later. And you just don't know it yet. You just don't know it yet. Anyways, guys, hi. It's been an hour 17. Thank you guys for sitting through me going and losing my mind. I deeply appreciate it. If I can... Okay, I pulled up stats for nerds, but I don't care. Let me very, very quickly, actually, go to my video going over the opening. And, pull up the exact line I'm looking for here. I say is, I need to actually go and look up the opening real quick. Okay. Okay, let's go. Okay. Here we go. Okay, I'm just gonna read these real quick, and I'm gonna be off looking to the side because it's the other monitor. Well, let's do this. Yeah. Okay, I'm actually missing it. There's just so much. But no, yeah, you're like crazy for like all of this. Like wanting to run into each other again. Yeah, there was no way we'd ever cross paths in the first place. It's crazy to be happy to see you again. Yeah, you think this is over? You may believe it's all done, Hanako, but no, it's not. And I refuse to accept reality if they try to pull off that being true anyways. Anyways, rant over on that. Thank you all for watching. Let me know your thoughts about this episode down below. Let me know how annoyed you are that we have a week before the next episode. I'm also really scared just because we're so many episodes into this season. I really do not want to see it end. I really enjoy watching Hanako. I really enjoy Hanako in general. So every episode, I'm on the edge of my seat because of the stuff we're getting. But then I'm also like, oh gosh, every episode's a step towards the end of the season. And I can't have that, especially with the subject matters we're at and the storylines we're currently jumping into. But again, yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Are you guys hype? Are we scared? Are we ready? No, I'm not at least. But yeah, again, thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day or night whenever you're watching this. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you want to get notified of these silly little videos, also subscribe. But, you know, you don't have to. But again, I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, bye-bye.